LauraJane Hyde is the CEO of Gilda Chicago Club, and she's with us tonight. Gilda Chicago Club, it's focused on community and families and friends impacted by cancer. LauraJane, with more cases of cancer means also more survivors in the long run, and there's this huge need for support, housing, financial, childcare, you name it. Are people getting what they need?
No, they haven't before, and they aren't now. There is a severe lack of resources in communities of color and in rural communities, and that's just been exacerbated by the pandemic. So no, unfortunately, they're not getting what they need.
When someone's in this situation, I imagine you have these conversations every single day, and I imagine most of them are filled with tears of people saying, before my diagnosis, I wish I knew. What do they wish they knew?
Most often we hear that they wish they would have known about us, because the one thing the pandemic has done is clarify the need and the value of community. Because in January of 2020, someone might say, so what's the value of a cancer support community? If anybody that has been through the past 2.5 years doesn't understand community, then I don't know what to tell them. So people understand the need to be together. And I'm very proud of Gilda's Club Chicago, as well as our affiliates across the country, who moved very quickly to adapt an in-person program to a virtual program.
When someone is diagnosed with cancer, and I'm going to say when a family is impacted by cancer, because many times that is the case, what is the top thing they need? I try to put myself in that mindset and think, I would need someone to take care of my children because I might not be able to get out of bed, to care for them. You need money because you can't go to work. What is the number one thing people need?
Chance, it's so varied from person to person. So I think the most important thing is information and knowledge about resources. Because if you need child care for your child and if you need transportation to your medical appointments, it's hard to say that one of those is more important for this person than it is for that person, right? So part of what Gilda's Club Chicago does and what our affiliate network across the country does is help ascertain what those primary needs are, what the most immediate need is. Sometimes it's just somebody calling and talking to somebody and knowing we're here. Other times it's more of a triage kind of crisis management situation. So just like everybody has been impacted so differently during the pandemic, there's no one need that surfaces above others other than the need for knowledge based on the type of support that you can most benefit from and your family can most benefit from.
One last thing I want to make sure we touch on. You have been talking about resources. You've brought up COVID. We saw with COVID, prevention comes in many, many forms, and it's usually decades in advance, even medically. With something like cancer, we also know similarly, diet, exercise, sleep, stress, those are all really important. Is any work underway, to your knowledge, to help prevent future illness?
Well, I think that the need for all of us to take better care of ourselves is an opportunity for us to elevate that conversation, right? So when we're in a community center, we're there to support the person that's been impacted by cancer, but everyone in that community center can come to all of the healthy lifestyle workshops that we offer. With everything being virtual over Zoom, we can broaden that reach. We've had people from Australia get involved in our programming. I think certainly when we talk about the work that we do in the schools, there is a really singular opportunity to bring that into more of our messaging. I will also tell you that people have had to delay treatment decisions because of COVID, because they couldn't go into the hospital. So both of those are equally important. But yes, if we can prevent cancer, then we'll get ahead of the game. And just mental health, we've all seen the impact of this collective trauma.
LauraJane Hyde with Gilda's Club. I know so many people depend on what you and your staff do every single day. You've really been a lifeline. Thank you.
Thank you very much.